Welcome everybody again to... I'm not sure which one we're up to now. It doesn't matter. You're going to listen to us. This is the fourth coolest place on earth. So where else are you going to go, I ask?
Not to the third or second.
My partner in crime, Mr.
NCA.
That's me. So listen, this is the place where we take a lovely Gen Xer like myself, approaching grandmahood, and this fantastic millennial straight across from me, and we chat about why everything. Why anything.
Why?
So we're going to start, I think, with our opening segment here. I'm not sure what we're going to call it. You guys will help us figure that out in the end.
Or we'll come to us on the toilet bowl at 3 a.m.
Somebody's going to email it.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll use it. I'll give you credit, I promise. So listen, each time we sit down, I'm old, right? So I go through this world and I see shit almost on a daily basis that I go, okay, that's how that's going, all right. And I would like to get Mr's take on that. It was a little bit younger than me.
A little bit. A wee bit.
Wee bit. I'm old enough to be his mother. Shh.
I'm a babe.
But so, listen, it just so happens today I opened the paper. And I opened the business section. And obviously everybody knows AI is the big news these days.
Did you say you opened the paper?
I did.
Wow.
Hold on for the listeners.
Ooh,
That's the rustling of the newspaper.
The newspaper on our new ASMR podcast.
My fingers have ink on them. Oh no! Oh my god, the chemicals. Okay.
What fun.
So I never read the business section because I'm an idiot. But I glance the headlines just so that I'm not a complete idiot. And today's Thursday. Today's Thursday.
One of the T days.
It's one of these days.
Yeah.
Thursday, July 10th. Happy birthday, Corinne. Amazon supersizes its AI works. There are so many things I can infer from that headline, but because I'm an idiot, I decided let me have a read.
Yes, let's interpret the news.
Let's interpret the news. But I have to say, so first of all, being an idiot, especially in tech, let alone business tech, oh boy. Here's what I glean. This is the story. It is about the facilities that Amazon and other such venture firms are erecting to continue the development of artificial intelligence. It so happens Amazon is trying to do that, I think what I read, or it could be another company. One of them is trying to, obviously to simulate the way the human brain works is the goal of all of them, right? Hence artificial intelligence. But this particular endeavor is trying to match it identically, which I'm just going to say right off the bat will never, ever be possible. No. I don't care if I'm a self-proclaimed idiot telling you all you will never have an AI that simulates the workings of a human brain to a T. Ever. But here I am reading this and I'm like, wow, this is costing a lot of money, but obviously, it's Amazon's money, so whatever. But I'm looking at the size of this, right? They've chosen Indiana as a site, and it's a 1,200 acre stretch of farmland. Now, it was growing corn and soy, two of the grains that this nation needs the least more of.
I would say, yeah.
We're doing fine with the corn and soy, so I'm good with that. But apparently Indiana had slated this area of land to be industrial, and Amazon has purchased it. And they are building 1,200 acres worth of facilities to continue the development of AI. It's 2025, right?
It is.
I know I shop on Amazon. I have been for 20 years, right? Since they were only selling books, I've been shopping on Amazon. I'm that kind of old.
Wow.
Old enough to have a bank account that I was shopping online with and buying books on Amazon because they were cheaper.
It only would have aged you more if you actually said that you went into a bookstore.
Which of course,
physically.
Of course I did that. Of course I did that.
Of course.
But they were expensive. Barnes & Noble was very trendy and bougie, and online shopping was like kind of a new thing, and I was diving all the way in because I don't like to shop. But so 2025, I know when I shop on Amazon, a lot of products are labeled with a little green leaf, which is supposed to tell me that it's eco-friendly, and then Amazon makes all kinds of offers. Do you want me to mail this on your Amazon day only so that we're only shipping out one time? And do you want it in the manufacturer's package because, we're trying to save on boxes and we're so eco-conscious And blah, 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 blah. Apparently, the energy it's going to take to run these facilities, this is just Amazon's facility, forget about all the other ones that are being built, could electrify 1 million effing homes in Indiana for a year. And that's what they're going to use on some other way shorter time basis. Whatever it is. We could read it out loud.
I have a question. So
Go on.
how long into this process do you think it's going to take Con Edison to pick up on this shit and tell people to shut off their air conditioner in like 120-degree weather?
Well,
Power the fucking Amazon AI facility,
so the electric energy is actually only part of it. The amount of water. So Amazon is going to use actual water as a coolant.
Okay.
They are building some of this facility on a natural wetland in Indiana. Mm-hmm. They have already started what they want to do, 20-something million gallons of water per hour pumping out of the ground to cool this facility, to keep the chips cool, whatever the chips are.
Ice chips?
Again, we could read this article word for word. I don't mind. You want me to do that?
Yeah. Let's get it rolling.
Let's get it rolling.
Gotta put the reading glasses on and the listening cap.
So I gave you the gist. I can skip the first paragraph.
Sure.
Over the next several years, Amazon plans to build around 30 data centers at the site, packed with hundreds of thousands of specialized computer chips. With hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber connecting every chip and computer together, the entire complex will form one giant machine intended just for artificial intelligence. Mm-hmm. The facility will consume 2.2 gigawatts of electricity, enough to power 1 million homes. Each year, it will use millions of gallons of water to keep the chips from overheating. And it was built with a single customer in mind, the AI startup Anthropic, which aims to create an AI system that matches the human brain. The complex is so large it can only be viewed from sky high, blah, 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 blah. It's named Project Rainier after the Amazon mountain in Washington. Listen, I don't want to read the whole thing.
Is there any mention of NVIDIA there in a quick scan? They built like the Blackwell computer chips, that's why I'm curious.
No.
Okay.
There are other companies named here.
Sure.
But I think what I'm looking to do here is ask you.
Sure.
Because my visions of the role of AI in the future are all 2001 Space Odyssey. Because that's the place I come from in society. You.
Sure.
What do you think this is? Because I think this is the beginning of the end. Well, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm saving this section of the paper because I think it's actually monumentous in history. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tuck it away.
Sure.
And 30 years from now, I'm going to pull the shit out. I'm going to go,
look, we had it right
this
here.
is what told you that the rest of it was going to happen, but nobody paid attention.
Nobody paid attention.
Go on, sir.
I'm just going to quickly scan this.
Please,
right.
scan away.
So it sounds like obviously New York Times is... It's you know what's funny is I would say it seems like New York Times is taking a dedicated stance against this process. And
you're saying that based on the number of articles they print about it, which are many.
But
I can't deny that.
It's not like it's not like it's not based in fact, based on how much electricity the facility is going to consume, and what inevitably this means for humans.
Yeah, I mean, listen, somebody out there is going to say, well, it's from the Times, so you can't trust it. But then,
of course.
I mean, your personal reason for trusting one media outlet over another is exactly the same as mine. Mm. So go ahead and trust your. But listen, I have a serious problem with that too. I come from a time when everybody sat down to watch the 5 o'clock news. Mm-hmm. And we all trusted the person that was telling us what was going on. You feel free to scan while I'm complaining about this, because I am. Because I feel like a trusted news source is just something that's not really out there. I stick with the Times because it's been around for forever. I watch the PBS NewsHour if I'm going to do that, because I sat at my grandpa's knee and watched the McNeil Lehrer Report. It's what I learned. Walter Cronkite was at the end of his career when I was a kid. Everybody watched the same people to get the news. And if you watched a different station, the stories were still the same, because all they were doing was telling you what happened. That's it. There was no in-depth analysis from 6 to 6:30. It was just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. And yes, I just did a reference that would age me to about 60 or 70, but is before my time. But what's happened to news now is like a completely different thing. And now you have to decipher one thing from another. Partially because the English language, the skill of the English language is also lost. People cannot seem for themselves to tell the difference between a subjective statement and a factual one. Anyway, go on. What have you gleaned from your scanning?
I mean, the reason I brought this up is because I'm a fucking huge nerd, right?
Mm-hmm.
I built your son a computer.
Correct.
Okay.
One of the reasons I'm asking
I was
you.
asking for NVIDIA, right? I was asking about NVIDIA. The Amazon chips are, and this is back to the article, by the way. I'm just going to read a small excerpt, and then I'm going to rant about it, because why not? The Amazon chips are not as elaborate or as powerful as the latest chips from NVIDIA, the Silicon Valley chipmaker that dominates AI work. But Amazon believes that by packing twice as many of these simpler chips into each data center, it can provide more computing power using the same amount of electricity. If we provide the performance that our customers want, then why choose to make a lot of exotic engineering choices that will just slow us down and cause delays? It's very interesting because NVIDIA is being identified in this article as a chip maker that dominates AI work, and that is actually factually correct. NVIDIA also used to be, as recent as like 5 years ago, the top graphical processing unit manufacturer for,
what does that
for
even
video
mean?
cards
in
your personal computers, usually engineered specifically for gaming.
Okay.
So that big little fucking
took a
ginormous thing with the fan on it that's in your son's computer, that's NVIDIA.
Got it.
The one in my computer, that's NVIDIA.
Huh.
Now, NVIDIA, over the last year, the productivity of these GPUs are used a lot in crypto mining.
Something else I only barely understand.
The cards are used and to be honest, I don't really know much about crypto mining. I
I
know that they use a graphical processing unit to like brute force something they use the chip to like brute force crypto mining. I don't know how.
I also know it uses a shit ton of electricity and energy as well.
Which is another thing that's not good.
Right.
But the productivity of these cards has like almost halted into and created a lot of non-consumer friendly practices as a result, and the company doesn't give a fuck because they're now the leading engineer pioneering this AI movement. Gamers and people who have supported your company and are willing to pay upwards of $1,000 for a fancy chip that makes their games and their movies run better and look better can't even get their hands on one of these things because of the amount of scalpers and people who are using it for crypto mining. Can't fucking buy it. It's a very consumer unfriendly.
You can't stop the black market on any product at all.
And I have a question. Is there going to be a point when we get to like, I don't know, deport AI for taking our jobs? Because I'm genuinely curious now.
That is a great question, and I think that'll depend on who's in office. The answer might be yes.
You ever spoken
50-50.
You use ChatGPT often?
No, okay. Absolutely never.
Sure. Have you
Every device wants me to.
You ever spoken to a chatbot?
No. Well, obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah, AI chatbots are interesting because you can sort of wire them however you want to elicit responses. It's something that a lot of people have been using for for prompts for like stories and stuff. They want to create characters because it's too difficult to actually outline it yourself.
What they're using is an electronic version or a machination of straight up human manipulation.
Sure.
I want to still do that. I don't want my car to drive for me, and I don't want a bot to manipulate for me. I'll handle it, and humans are always going to be better at it. Nobody is going to sell you a house. A bot is not going to sell you a house. That's like the worst example because I don't like girls. But I'm just saying, like, there's a sensibility that's going to come from a human that no matter how much you program an AI, it's not going to simulate it. What was that? That was a very big article a few weeks ago also, because again, the Time is reporting on it like ad nauseum.
Yeah.
That AI, the over-programming of it or something, like it's starting to hallucinate. You'll ask it a question and its answer is completely, out of left field or whatever. And I'm just sitting here going, go ahead, people, write your papers with this and write your stuff with this. No one will ever know. Like, it's all going to come crashing down is what I'm saying. It's going to shoot itself in the foot. And I'm just hoping that we're still in a place socially that we can pick ourselves up by our actual hands and feet
Oh yeah.
and do what we have to as humans, moving, and not AIing through society. It's like insane to me.
I don't necessarily like ChatGPT. It's one of these things where it's like everybody I talk to, and I'm like, oh, like you're a recruiter, or you're doing interviews, or like even
Oh yeah, they're getting interviewed by AI these days.
They're also, if they are doing like an in-person interview, they'll give the AI chat a prompt and come up with like sample questions for like candidates for jobs. Which, okay, sure, it's a practical use, but every time I've spoken to these folks, they're always like, you can tell they feel a little dirty about using it. They're like, I feel like it's inappropriate.
Well, I'm sorry, because are you interviewing for the job? What do you think? Like, I can't even imagine.
Wrap your head around it.
Asking a machine to... I can't even put into words.
That is the equivalent to... okay, let's just say this is with the good old days where to get a job, you used to walk into a place and...
Yes, which is how I started my life.
That's right, which is definitely not how I started mine.
I know.
That's
fine.
I came out the womb naked. Anyways, so imagine being walked to the back of a service center, or I don't know, a fucking tire supply place, or a bank, by the manager. Okay, let's sit down. We'll have an interview, and they're asking you questions, and you're answering them to the best of your ability. You're trying your best. You're a little sweaty. Probably didn't sleep too good the night before. That bottle of wine wasn't gonna polish off itself.
Right. But you were nervous.
You were nervous.
It's okay.
And then you're like, oh yeah, that's great. And then they turn to their microwave and they're like, what'd you think?
Right.
Was that good?
Right.
What'd you think? Was that good? Do you know that there are AI sex bots?
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Japan.
Sex bots! Not only are they going to say the right things, now they're going to hold you.
Yeah. Listen, it's all very, very concerning. And again, if you're concerned, again, the generation that invented dining in a cubicle.
I'm very concerned.
It's concerning.
Yeah, I'm someone who has an interest in the tech industry, who has an interest in information technology and working in the field.
I just don't look. How is it efficient to have the bot think of the questions for the interview?
Saves time.
How?
It saves you time and effort and energy.
You are wasting energy.
Right, but on the flip side, you're also wasting energy to apply the bot.
But I'm being paid.
Yeah, you're being paid.
And I'm already being paid to be there.
Yeah.
You're telling me that the money I'm being paid is not enough
for
me to come up with some questions for the kid coming into the HR that day.
Fair enough. However, you know as well as anyone that
it takes the phrase, you're not paying me to think, to a whole new level.
You're not paying me to think. That's how a lot of people... I'm going to be honest. Maybe it's a me thing. But I feel like a lot of us millennials feel like no amount is enough. I feel like we're never
no
happy
amount of
with
what?
Money. I feel like you're never paying us
well,
enough.
you guys are in a spot.
We are in a spot.
You really are.
It kind of makes sense, the overall difference when you think about it.
In fairness, though, please, like, growing up in the 70s, 80s, we were really told at every turn, you can be whatever you want, you can have whatever you want.
Of course. It's all right there in front of you.
Right. The American dream has been proven to be achievable, blah, blah, blah. They didn't tell us a lot about the stuff, that like a very huge portion of us would be walking around in hundreds of thousands of dollars of, loan student debt.
Student loan debt,
or that there would be a housing crash that would make buying a home impossible for so many of us if you hadn't bought a home already. I mean, a million things. Talk about like a shattered American dream. But I think you guys maybe even have it worse because we at least knew how to like survive in a way I think that maybe some like you guys kind of don't. Like we were raised, if you couldn't find a job, you did whatever job.
Yeah.
And we did that.
And we're not like that.
And
we're
you guys are not really like that.
To be fair, like to take some accountability, like it varies from circumstance to circumstance. I mean, ultimately,
and person to person.
My generation will, if you're put into a sink or a swim situation where you're kind of living outside your means, or you buy, let's say you start renting at a location that you probably can't afford, your place of life.
Right.
It's sink or swim.
Right.
And you're either gonna sink and get evicted, or you're gonna swim and you're gonna do whatever the fuck you have to do to pay bills. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're gonna go to whatever gas station and do whatever the fuck you gotta do to earn some money. You know what I mean? And I think your generation was really good at being like, okay, this is what I got to do.
Right.
And my generation is like, oh, well, then I'll just sink. I'll just sink. It's okay.
Let me try mom and dad one more time.
Let me try them again.
And if that doesn't work, I throw me a lifeboat.
Yeah, maybe they'll answer this time. You know, maybe my last 3 rehab stints.
But
They'll
again,
forget about it.
Wages have stagnated since before you guys really fully entered the workforce, and they haven't really moved much since then.
No.
Other than the big minimum wage hike, I get, I'm not, let me credit where it's due, but for the most part, prices are still rising beyond what earnings are.
And now I'm being told that an AI bot is going to hold my girlfriend better than I will and talk to them and give them all the right answers. So, you know what I mean? It's
Goddamn
not even
sex bots.
not even my professional life is in jeopardy.
Right,
because of, AI taking jobs,
Right.
of course, which is fucking happening.
Right.
By the way.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't think anyone's denying that. I don't think that's a hot take.
Listen, I prefer to talk to someone with an accent at McDonald's. Here's what really scares me. People that didn't take the time to learn so many basics in life, now relying on AI, which may or may not be spitting out accurate data depending on how it was programmed and whether or not it's trying to be human, which to err is human. So does that mean I need to rely on my chatbot now to err so that it can be more human-like? Listen, I'm not going to trust any of it ever. But you guys don't know shit because you had no encyclopedia.
No, I mean I had Encyclopedia A through Z, the new book of knowledge.
Did you?
That's what I had. Yeah.
Actual books?
Yeah, actual books. I used to read them all the time. It's how I started to like marine biology at a young age.
Great pictures
Turtles.
and a beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful set of books.
Plus
Made
it
me
was,
fall in love with books.
It's you know what I mean. It's like it's showing you like deep sea creatures, which is something you're probably you
had
can't go
fancy,
into your backyard.
You had a
and see
fancy modern encyclopedia.
It was pretty cool. It was cool. I liked it.
Britannica was where it was.
Everyone looked. I wonder if we still have them. Maybe we do. Anyways, back to McDonald's. We went to McDonald's. Sorry, and yeah, there was a fella at the drive-through, and my girlfriend was wearing an Animaniacs hat, which is a cartoon, starring a
slightly older cartoon.
With somewhat suggestive humor. I think it was Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. They were 3 like dog-looking fucking siblings or whatever. Anyways. And the fella at the drive-thru recognized the hat, and we had a full-blown conversation right there in the drive-thru about the Animaniacs. And I feel like with AI,
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, when you get like the AI drive-thru person,
not going to happen.
Which is inevitably going to happen, by the way.
Yeah, listen, I read AI is going to be responsible for scanning like applications for public assistance. And I guess if certain criteria isn't met, it's just going to spit out. But I mean, I remember lamenting the whole thought of wanting to go visit with a loan officer. A loan officer is a very old concept. Like, you went to the bank and there was like a person you would speak to apply for a loan.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a sheet that was an application that you filled out, but you got to tell your story to the loan officer, and he could use his judgment
to make a decision.
Right, to make a decision. So how many people that maybe are worth the gamble won't get what they need?
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, a lot gets lost. I mean, I have a background in banking, right? I've 7-8 years in banking, and the most I could do until I was at one particular bank where I actually was licensed to
issue loans.
To issue loans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not directly, but I was licensed to make recommendations and get them in touch with someone who would issue the loan.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a point
Start
of contact.
the process,
yes.
Yeah.
And then I ended up a recent role where it was sort of like, I can take an application, but like, also here's the contact if you just want to fucking do it yourself.
Right.
Tough shit, man.
Right.
Oh, you're on hard times? Cool. My lunch is in 20 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
No, it is crazy. It's crazy on a couple levels.
Well, they don't give loans for that anymore.
No.
That used to be a thing. I've fallen on some hard times, but I have a prospect for whatever. All right, here's $500.
And then there was the business PPP loans, which was like a big deal during COVID.
A lot of fraud with that shit.
Oh, well, there's a lot of fraud. Fraud is at an all-time high in this country.
It is.
You
know why it's so easy? AI and chatbots make it so easy.
They do make it easy. You ever get those phone calls? You just kind of like say hello a couple times, and then it goes like, it makes like a bubble noise.
Yes.
Goes, and then it ends, and I'm like, someone's recording my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Right.
I'm being framed for something.
I believe all of that.
Yeah.
I did have like a piece of black electrical tape over my laptop camera for like 5 years.
No, for real.
Yeah. I've given up though because now I have 2 Echoes in the apartment, and I talk about hand cream, and for the next 30 days I'm getting ads for hand
Amazon
cream.
Echoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a firmware update for like Echoes and Alexas in like 5 years where they start like growing legs and shit. So that's when things get real interesting.
Can it get me a drink? That's all I need to know.
It can get you a drink,
All
and
right.
it can
I'll allow
turn
it.
you into a drink.
And you know what? That's the epitome right there of a lazy American.
Hell yeah.
Listen,
Convenience
don't
is key.
listen to my stuff. Wait, but you could get me something? All
Agreed.
right. Go ahead. You can listen to everything you want. I don't have to get up.
You remember when you were talking about we were talking about the add-ons when you were shopping or something? Do you need this subscription?
Yes.
Yes. So that, you know what that reminds me of too? When you go on Uber Eats and you're like real stoned at 2 a.m. and you're like going to like, I don't know, Pizza Hut or McDonald's or whatever, and they're like, "Are you sure you don't want a cookie? Look at how fucking good this cookie is,
You're
man."
like, actually, I'm not sure. Hold. Let me think. One more picture. This time it's warm and
My
melty.
girlfriend, bless her heart, is like, "Do I want a cookie?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"Yes."
Yes, we want cookies. The answer's always yes for me.
Do you want to go get ice cream?
I was raised on TV and junk food, so.
The answer is never. The answer to the question, do you want to get coffee or cookies or ice cream or something sweet? By the way, gentlemen, is never. Not really, but if you want to, I'll go.
No.
The answer is always yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely. You don't have to eat the ice cream, but the answer is yes. You do want to go get ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, I have this couple where I work. The wife comes in saying, "I'm telling you, you could sleep with her." And I'm going, "I'm sorry, what now?" Like, I know them a little bit.
Context is
We're
key.
friendly. And I go, "What are you all talking about?" She said, "He's got a thing for Selma Hayek." I told him if he got the opportunity to have sex with her, I would let him do it. He's saying he wouldn't do it.
What?
So now, obviously, I look at the husband, with the eye, and I'm like, really?
There's no shot.
And he looks me dead straight in the face with, I swear to you, fear in his eyes. And he goes, "No." And so I look at his wife and I go, "Listen, you understand there's only one way for him to respond to your offer, right?
Yeah.
No matter what he actually feels and thinks.
You're setting him up.
I don't need to sleep with Selma Hayek, honey. I love you." That's
see,
the only answer.
An AI sex bot would never do that to you.
She would never
She would
do
never
that.
play mind games with you.
Never.
Now I'm starting to understand why generation to generation we're getting more and more fucked up.
Wait, are
Depending
you
on this
sure she
garbage.
wouldn't? Haven't you seen what's the Joaquin Phoenix with the Scarlett Johansson and the she's the bot and he falls in love with her?
Oh, Joker 3. Yeah.
No, it's her, right? Isn't it called her or is it called she?
I think it's she. It's She-Hulk.
It's called a pronoun is the title of the film.
Oh boy.
The title is a pronoun, and it's a female pronoun, and they were okay with it, and so was I. P.S. I didn't see the film.
How fucking dare you?
I get the premise.
We just lost half our
He
audience.
fell in love with the Alexa. That's what happened in that film, and I didn't. But here's the point: he's crazy, right? He falls in love with the bot. So, can we really say that the bot cannot play mind games with you?
Oh, the bot can absolutely play mind games.
You know why? Because the human psyche does not need any help to be crazy.
Sabotaging itself.
Sabotaging
Right.
itself every step of the way.
Yeah.
And the only thing AI is going to do is help us get there faster.
Well, because it's going to help you get a lot of places faster. It's going to help you get to the interview faster. It's going to help you destroy your life faster. It's going to help.
It's going to gaslight me faster.
It's going to help you come faster. Whatever you need the AI to do, it's going to be there for you.
Wait, let's get back to that last one.
That's a problem.
At my age, that kind of thing takes a very long time. Just FYI to all of you people out there.
I plead the fifth.
That's what's coming, ladies. It's going to take you an hour to get there. Just letting you know.
Listen, I'm a man. I'm a principled man of strong faith. I have nothing to say on the
Find
topic.
yourself a patient older gentleman. Patience.
Or a
It's
chat.
worth the trip, too, by the way. Anyway,
or an AI bot.
we're off the rails here.
We've always gone off the rails. The rails were made to be gone off of.
You can't knock a menopausal woman off the rails. She'll never make it back.
She'll never make it back.
My train of thought is already
That's
getting
part of the
split
that's
every
part
5
of the
seconds.
procedure. That's part of the procedure.
Jesus Christ.
Split, fantastic film starring James McAvoy. It's great.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
How long have we been battling on this program?
Each other or America? We've
what?
been battling each other for 31...
Babbling. Babbling.
Oh, I thought you said battling. I thought we were fighting for freedom.
That's right. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
About 30. Where is a very patriotic episode?
Hold on, let me get a flag. Oh, wait. I don't have one.
I thought
you know
we were
why?
leading the AI
Listen,
protest.
I don't not have a flag because I'm not patriotic. I love my country. But we won that war. And my neighbors know. And everybody around me knows that I'm American. So I'm okay with just knowing that.
If you're from New York, your favorite flag is probably the Dominican flag. Though,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know you're gonna
Definitely
get
a popular
You're
one.
gonna get some really good like salami and cheese. Ugh.
That's a Cuban, but okay.
Is it?
Cuban sandwich.
Oh, okay. No, I know. No. Cuban sandwich isn't salami and cheese.
No, but there's pork and there's ham.
Well, I'm
I
talking
figured
about
you were
Dominican
mixing it up.
breakfast. It's like usually egg, salami, cheese.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So
it's a big deal.
the beautiful Dominican lady that I know that I call Arena makes rice with this sauce that she makes with beans, but she makes it from a squash of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin-esque, but not. I forget what it's called. It's like it looks like a kubacha squash. What the hell is that damn squash? Whatever.
Cabeza?
Looks like that.
Cabeza?
No. That's head in Spanish, but thank you. It's delicious anyway, is the point. So Dominican food rocks.
No, yeah, for sure. My old boss actually used to call it Dominican. Which
Wow,
is
that's
funny
bad.
for some reason.
That's bad. Who's Dominique?
South America, you know?
Dominique was a dominatrix.
Dominatrix.
What?
They have bots for that as well.
It really hurts though when they whip. It's like they're like extra strong.
Oh man,
Fuck.
dude. Yeah, we're fucked. We as a people. We the people.
You know what we did not mention at all today?
What's that?
Our lovely neighborhood of Ridgewood.
We did not. Okay.
Let's do a Ridgewood business of the week.
Ridgewood business of the week. Okay, who we shouting out, man?
You know what? I'm gonna shout out Nomad, my favorite coffee house and cafe on Forest Avenue off 67th Avenue.
Okay.
In addition to fantastic lattes and coffees, they do an amazing flavor every month, something different. But I happen to know one of the cooks, Howard, there. He's fantastic as well. But things like cheddar smash browns, crispy potatoes with eggs in the middle, some sriracha sauce, and chopped bacon, fresh scallions. They got great sandwiches for lunch. Nomad Cafe on Forest Avenue in 67th in Ridgewood, Queens. 4th coolest place to live in New York City.
I thought it was the world, man.
Oh, yes. Well, for us, it's the world. It might as well be. This is our world.
It's our world.
And you're just living in it. You're just a guest.
That's right.
Yeah, that's all I got. You want to do one too, or just do the one?
Yeah, sure. I'll shout out.
Nomad.
I'll shout out Gotham Thrift Shop.
Oh, yeah,
it's right on
yeah.
the intersection there of Myrtle and Fresh Pond. They actually have a second location. If you
West.
Yeah.
Keep going west from Fresh Pond on Myrtle, second Gotham locale.
They're a good spot. I remember the reason I remembered they existed is because I broke out when I was cleaning out my apartment yesterday. I saw the antique cigar ashtray and the cigar cutter that I bought from them.
Nice.
Yeah, every now and again I'll pass through. They have like some retro Nintendo games and shit. The guy Alberto who runs it with his wife is like real chill. When I was in college, I was a journalism student. And he helped me.
That became a banker.
That became a banker. Go figure. And he, well, that's a topic for episode 17.
Yes. We'll get there, folks.
Yeah, no, he was real chill, real cool, gracious dude. Taught me a lot about like the inner workings around like how these like junk thrift shops like kind of work.
Estate sales
and how they turn a profit. And I mean, he's a location where he had to downsize his primary location because of the rent raising over there, and he just big dicked them and was like, I'm just gonna open up a second location. I'm
glad you said that. I'm hoping to touch upon that subject when we speak to hopefully our first guest,
Aquafina.
candidate for Brooklyn Borough President Janine Aquafreda.
Oh, not Aquafina.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
Running against the incumbent Reynoso. We are just over the border of Brooklyn. Yes, we're in Queens, but she's also a very successful real estate agent that has a lot to say about the rising rents in New York City. She does not like it, believe it or not. But yeah, so Gotham had to do that because of that.
Gotham.
Sorry, I had to stick that in there.
No, it's okay. I thought I'm excited that you didn't make a Batman joke. So I was excited, which
aren't they making a Batman joke? How come they get to and I can't?
No,
I mean, that's not
Gotham's
fair.
technically actually based on South Jersey, I think.
Is
what
it?
I was reading? Yeah, South Jersey, not New York.
Oh, you mean in Batman?
Yes, Batman and Batman.
Well, that's just stupid. Yo, and Spider-Man, we got Queens. Queens has Spider-Man, so I'm fine with that. He was my favorite.
Forest Hills, the house, we passed by it on our walk, me and my girlfriend, every now and again. The Forest Hills Spider-Man house, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We live right by there. Jelly.
Don't go over there and throw pizzas, though, because apparently that was a problem for a while. I don't know why.
People just throwing pizza.
I don't know why you're throwing a whole pizza pie. Like,
Seriously? Like out the window?
Yeah, no. At the property. Like, bringing a piece of pizza or slice of pizza.
What happened to TPing?
I don't know, dude. If I start talking about pizzerias in Ridgewood...
We're going to be on here forever.
I'm going to start getting canceled because of how the negative shit that I have to say about a lot of the pizzerias.
Then let's not do that. We could just say what our favorite pizza is.
I'm kidding. My favorite pizza
over pizza.
My favorite pizza is Ilios. Yep.
Ew.
There it is, boys.
That's why the sound ew is in the name.
If you know, you know, man. Ilios, the pizza bread at Prima Pasta and Cross Bay.
Listen, we could talk about food for hours, too. I'm a huge foodie. Huge. And we don't eat Ilios pizza. I am not 12. I did not cut school today. I am not eating Ilios pizza. That's what that pizza says to me.
I think in preparation for when you have a big pizza date coming, which is bullshit because most pizza dates are, I'm just too lazy to cook today. Let me order pizza or Chinese food. Chinese food gave me gas and diarrhea the last time, so I'm going to get pizza.
Let's do pizza.
Mm-hmm. That's usually how people buy pizza. But let's just say, hypothetically, you do have a big pizza date coming up. Number one, choose something else. But in the event that you don't want to choose something else.
This is New York City. Pizza is absolutely a great choice to eat.
I think in preparation to eat the pizza, to make the pizza taste better, you should go out and grab yourself a Celeste pizza.
Oh my God.
And by comparison, whatever travesty you eat for dinner at whatever pizzeria you choose,
I am actually appalled. Can you all hear in my voice that I'm actually sincerely appalled by the things he's saying? We are two New York City natives, and this dopus is talking about 4-minute Mama Celeste microwave pies. It's a crime.
My aunt moved to Cleveland,
almost
Ohio.
as bad as de Blasio eating pizza with a fork and knife. It's
Woo!
almost as bad as that.
You should have known right there, man, what kind of man he was. I mean, shit. I don't know how... Have you ever played a game of poker and someone showed you their entire fucking hand and you still couldn't beat them?
That's a fair analogy.
It's tough. It's tough.
Mayor de Blasio. It's fair.
My aunt moved to Cleveland, Ohio, and she called my mom up complaining about how she can't buy Italian bread.
Right.
Yeah. Why did she move to Cleveland, Ohio? Good fucking question.
I was going to ask you.
Fucking fine, no. But she's mad she can't get Italian bread now.
Mm-hmm.
And pizza, pizza's not really, it's out of the question.
Family in Florida, family in upstate, and anytime they come visit or I go to visit, there is a bread order. I have frozen deli meats to travel because they can't get boar's head somewhere. So we get a lot of the best shit.
Boar's head.
Everybody should be jelly. And there's no more boar's head bologna, everybody. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, the Listerine outbreak.
The third grade me was devastated.
Third grade me? That was a long time ago.
Don't be a dick.
Carl Amer's Steakhouse.
It should be a long time ago because the last time I ate bologna, which was really only a couple years ago, it went through me like a firework, baby. Nobody should be eating bologna, boar's head, or any other.
Do you want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
When I think of bologna, I think of Mexico. Let me explain why.
Please.
When I went to Cancun as a youngin', there was, they do these, little...
Why did you go to Cancun? What were you on, like a little baby
family
date?
Vacation.
Oh, okay.
Nah, family vacation. My, I was kind of taken along. I think I was like 7 or 8, 9 maybe, tops. And we had this pizza joint in our all-inclusive resort. The pizza joint, you can't see it because this isn't a visual podcast, but I'm using air quotes.
Yeah.
Because I'm not quite sure how to describe this stuff. But
it was a round piece of bread with some red stuff on it.
Yeah, kind of. And the cheese was melted, don't get me wrong. And they used the appropriate amount of cheese. But the weird thing is that the sauce tasted like a hot dog or a bologna.
So
like
it was ketchup.
Bologna. So it seemed like it was ketchup.
It was ketchup.
But whenever I think of bologna, I think of Mexican pizza.
I'm going to take a stab at this and say that when you had bologna sandwiches as a child, they sometimes had ketchup on them.
No.
Never?
No, that was sacrilege
in
my house.
That's a hot dog
It's a hot
thing.
dog.
It's a hot dog
also,
thing.
how do you feel about ketchup on a hot dog? Because a lot of people have big opinions about this one.
So, as a foodie,
sure,
I choose my hot dogs very carefully, and I don't eat them that often, but I do love hot dogs. When I get them, I'm very particular about how I make them.
Sure.
I did not always like ketchup.
That's totally fair.
But in the last 10 years, my perfect hot dog now is, first of all, fried or grilled to the point where the skin is crispy. I need some dark color on there.
You like the dark meat? Okay.
There is a line of mustard, spicy brown only, none of that yellow shit.
No Frenches, got it.
A line of ketchup on the other side.
Interesting choice.
In the middle is not relish, chopped pickles.
Not relish.
Then, not relish, chopped pickles by themselves, and then topped with coleslaw. And this is the greatest summer hot dog
Coleslaw.
ever. Coleslaw.
Okay. That's wow. All right, I'm trying to imagine that.
It is delicious.
I'm a simple cat. It's mustard.
It is. It's a salad on top of your hot dog.
If you put ketchup on a dog, I mean, I kind of have to.
You're out already.
Yeah, I have to
But it's with the mustard. It's together.
Sure. It's just it's unnecessary to me personally.
Well, ketchup, you realize, is one of the reasons this nation is fat, right?
Sure.
Like ketchup and salad dressing in a bottle is like if people stopped eating those two things, everybody would lose 30 pounds immediately.
Ketchup just gentrifies your hot dog, you know. I like mustard. I like sweet onion.
Everything
I'll
else
do
is
relish.
gentrifying.
And then I'll do sauerkraut.
Yeah.
I actually don't have a problem with your hot dog. I think it's Chicago, and this has me thinking about
where they do both.
Pizza too. No, Chicago does like a salad. They put tomato and like lettuce and shit
on the hot dog.
All up in there.
I am down with that.
Are you down with
I am
that?
100% down with that.
How do you feel about deep dish pizza then? Have you had deep
So I actually love
Chicago
deep dish
style? Yeah?
deep dish pizza. It's definitely not traditional New York, but I love it.
No.
I love it.
No, me too. I agree.
Though I've never been to Chicago. Only flown through.
I don't even really have like problems with pizza in different states. I have problems with pizza in different states when they advertise New York style pizza.
Well, yes. They don't know what they're saying. So listen, there are exactly 19 years between Mr. and I. 19 years.
That's a lot of years, man. That's
when
a whole
I was,
child.
Well, listen, I'm saying the jump in the price of a slice of pizza in just these years, because when I was a kid, getting out of high school even,
Yep.
I'm going to get $2 slices, dollar slices.
Your New Yorkers coming out. Dollar slices.
I know. See, I get excited when my accent comes out. But we were. I feel like 50-cent hot dogs. I remember on Staten Island there was something called 50-cent sandwich. It was like a bagel with ham and cheese on it. Every kid coming out of school in Staten Island was swinging by this deli getting a 50-cent sandwich. It was only 20 years later, and I was paying $3.75 for a slice of pizza. How the fuck did that happen?
$1.75, man.
The jump is insane.
Is what I
growing up.
Yeah, $2 was like a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the thing's a fucking Metro card at this point, and now it's like, it's to the point where like affording like a meal is crazy. It's just like it's not.
Listen, I'm gonna hand it to you guys. Actually, though, millennials have brought cooking back as a trendy thing. Even though all of the rest of us have been doing it the entire time. But now
sure.
The only issue is you all have made it a bougie hobby when it's honestly a fucking survival skill.
Do you know how much oxtail used to cost like 10 years
Oh, like
ago?
nothing.
Do you know how much it costs now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. That's a great example. You get the cheaper cuts of meat that your grandma taught you how to make so that it was delicious and succulent is now the bougie thing.
It's like a hot commodity.
And I can't afford the shit cut of meat. It makes no sense.
I mean, we're in the business of trying to like win support right now, so I'm gonna
stop complaining.
I'm gonna stop harping on certain things. I saw like an Instagram reel that Ridgewood's like the cool city. We're on the up and up, and it's super popular. Honestly, that's great. Super excited about that.
Eye roll.
Yeah. Super excited about that. And I mean, it shows. It's reflected in the housing market, but it's just sort of one of those things, man, where it's like, shit.
Yeah.
Oxtail used to be dirt cheap.
And it's one of the reasons it's more difficult for you guys.
Perfect example is like how excited I was when this one place I worked at. There was a Greek truck where they served like falafels and gyros.
P.S. Best truck cuisine. in New
Yeah,
York
for
City.
sure.
Best.
But they did a hot dog deal, man, where it was 2 hot dogs, fries, and a soda for $6. That was a
that's
huge
awesome.
deal in 2018, 2019.
It is.
Huge deal.
It is.
Last I heard, that same combo was $12.
Wow.
As recent as 2023. when I
Doubled.
Yeah.
How
What
many?
the
3
fuck?
items? So
Three
$4
items.
per item. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time, we are going to have a very special guest. Candidate for Brooklyn Borough President, Miss Janine Acquafreda.
Gasp.
I know it's Brooklyn, but we are honestly just a spitting distance from Brooklyn, and Ridgewood actually straddles Queens and Brooklyn. So, here the bottom line is we all have similar concerns, and we'll see what she has to say. Hope you can join us then.
See you soon.
Bye.